Al McKay was the original guitarist, rhythm guitar, and songwriter, co-produced and co-wrote a lot of songs with Maurice White, the founder. And he left the band in 83, and the band was actually no more. A lot of people think he just walked away, but no, the band actually dismantled and they missed playing. So Al started his own version of the band because the guys missed the music. When he first did that, he had the majority of the original members with him. Over time, Maurice White started back and it kind of split off. So Al kept going. He never rejoined with Maurice White, so he kept his thing going. So when I started with Al's band, we had actually more original members than the ones with the name Earth, Wind, and Fire.
So it's called Al McKay's Earth, Wind and Fire Experience, and it really
Yes.
is an experience, isn't it?
It is. His concept was to bring the music of Earth, Wind, and Fire to stages around the world as it was recorded. So we really specialize in not doing too much altering of the music. The band is very large because he wanted to have that sound of the original recordings. We want to give you that authentic experience. People want to hear the record that they fell in love with. And if you don't hire the band to reproduce that, then you've got to use pre-recorded materials.
Does it sound very like the original Earth, Wind and Fire with you out there as vocals?
I'm going to let you be the judge of that. You've got to make your way to the show. Yeah,
Uh,
we do the best we can. I mean, there is one Maurice White, there is one Philip Bailey, and we are not attempting to mimic or reconstruct them. So the delivery may have some personality in it,
mhm.
but the core of it is what they intended.
So what made Earth, Wind and Fire such a special band in the first place, Jim?
I believe the root of the music is spiritual. And when I say spiritual, it's not connected to any particular philosophy or religion. It is all inclusive. It's based in the belief that people should be seeking a higher version of themselves. And you hear that in all the lyrics. You hear it in the fact that it incorporates every sound. You really can't categorize the music. There's jazz in it, there's pop in it, there's funk in it, there's R&B, there's a Latin influence, there's an African influence. It's got everything in it. That's why it's so universal.
I guess that also plays into the name, Earth, Wind and Fire too. That's a universal sort of name.
Correct.
Do you
But they
know
left out water, and I'm a Pisces, so I
how
have to bring the water.
did they come up with that name? Do you have any idea?
I do know that Al talks a lot about Maurice was very much into astrology and philosophy, astronomy as well. So I just believe trying to tie all of the elements and create something universal that all can relate to.
Earth, Wind and Fire in its heyday had huge hits. They're still very applicable today. You go through
Mhm.
all of the biggest hits during the show?
Yes, we do. We try and include as much of the catalog as we can, but there's a lot of their music. Like, for example, Fantasy is a hugely popular song. It was never a single.
Which songs do you enjoy singing most?
I love the feeling of Fantasy. I love That's the Way of the World because it feels like an anthem to me, and it talks about the good and the bad and how we have to stay close to spirit in order to survive it all. Those would probably be my favorite too.
How lucky are you to be involved with something that you're completely passionate about, to be dishing up the music that I'm sure you loved way before the 25 years that you've been with the band. I did read that they were one of your favourite bands well and truly before
Absolutely.
you joined them. And to be making people all over the world so happy. Who would have ever thought that in 2024, Earth, Wind and Fire would be making headlines and doing it for all the people? I think that my favourite Earth, Wind and Fire song, and I won't be unique in saying that, has to be September. And I'm sure that that gets a huge reaction from audience as well. That's unfortunately not when you're coming in September. You're coming in November.
Correct.
But that will be here any minute. Looking forward to seeing you as part of this rock cruise, doing Al McKay's Earth, Wind and Fire experience for audiences all over this country. How exciting. We can't wait.
Thank you so much, Sandy Kay. It's been a pleasure talking to you.
And you. See you in November.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye.